everybody ready? Well, it's good now. I don't know about radios always drop. You be in some like left and right. All right, gonna start this bitch up. Yes, sir. Music low fire, shut the fuck up. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 47 of the Hazy Flame Podcast, Hazy Cast for short. I am the good old host, So Fresh Prince, Fresh or Prince for short. And with me, I'm with an astute cast of individuals, starting off, but not excluding, the good old Snow Wolf Captain, Sir Freaky.
You know what I'm saying? Your favorite ice captain, Sir Slick, Snow Wolf Freak. You know what I'm saying? In attendance, at your disposal. Not really, because I dispose niggas. I don't get disposed. You know what I'm saying?
Testers. Next, followed up, we got everybody's favorite half pastor, half Jamaican, half gorilla, half editor, half nigga need to get to work with these other like 30 odd episodes. Drop the stacks. Well, fuck you too then, nigga. Moving on.
I'm always ready.
Following up, we got the good old father of the fatherness of the fatheries of Mal the dad.
God damn, English. God damn.
God damn.
So we just so we
It's the you. It's the,
so
it's the word you that
so we
gives
just
me for some
we just
reason.
went for 2 in intros today.
Yo, this is crazy. Hey, Mal the dad used to be Mal the kid, but now I got a kid. So it's Mal the dad. I'm here. I got that out.
Hey, that shit funny. First, when you was introducing this nigga, I saw you was about to say the father of the group in your head. You was like, hell no.
I was going with it. It was rolling. But
He
something's gonna
has
catch
said it
us up.
before, though, in episodes. He's introduced me like
And
that.
I have shot that shit down. I know for sure.
No, you haven't.
I'm older than you. Yes, I have. I know I said that shit.
I mean,
Tragic. Followed up. We're reeling it back. No Mine. Drop. Do your stupid ass intro before I get pissed off.
Yo, what's up? Drop the stacks with the foe, you feel me? Just here. Yeah.
like
I
always, right?
I should have just kept the bitch moving. That shit just made me go forward. I don't know why I went backwards. I don't know why no one stopped me.
Hey, Fresh, he said he was ready. He said he was ready the first time.
Next, we got the man of many faces. He's random moments every month, if not every day. The good old random hero.
What's poppin'? Your hero's favorite hero and your villain's favorite hero too. Random hero, aka Ghostface. You know what I'm saying? I'm working right now, looking for my next cohort. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm live and ready for the day. Don't worry about it.
Random hero named Ghostface.
I said the same exact thing. He said Ghostface thinks he's a hero in his own eyes.
And once again, I said your villain's favorite hero too. So you know, villains fuck with me too. Y'all forget that.
I don't know about
fuck with me. Villain fuck with me. I don't know about you, but they fuck with me though.
I don't know about that one. I'm known as random villain. You feel me?
Interesting.
I don't know. You're not my favorite hero.
You the random villain.
Exactly.
I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think.
Tragic. Next, we got the good old rapper of the group. He makes music. He has plenty of songs out on like SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Woo Up the Band, this, that, and the third. All that good stuff. Coming out with an EP that could sound like an album. I think that's Lil Wayne bar. Shout out to everybody's favorite bipper. Velly Honcho. I ain't gonna lie. I almost said Little Velly because everything was rolling back.
You feel me? Belly Honcho, the biggest fucking bipper, the bippiest nigga to ever bip on these niggas. Bro.
Teach me how to bip.
Tragic. And today we got a special guest. Yes, sir. The good old homie. He's like Casper, but he's black because he came from the hood. who out the band. Got everybody's favorite BlkCaspa because you know he's everybody's favorite because this nigga knows damn near everybody.
Woo.
All right, what's up? What's good? I ain't got no intro. I just be chilling in the cut for real. Thank you for having me.
Hey, G4
AC
squad
drop.
member.
That's how you get an intro done.
Nigga.
You see, Mal, that's how I don't give a hell.
You fucked that up.
Did you just
I
censor
swear.
yourself?
He did. He did. He did.
And on that,
He did.
What a pussy.
It's going on YouTube, ain't it?
and
Boy,
on that note,
vocabulary is tough today.
and on that note, cross, break a couple of ankles, throw the ball over to Freak, and somewhat hero for the assist for the good old anime news / video game news, if any.
As I palm that bitch with one hand, putting that bitch between the legs, you know what I'm saying, between the other, behind the back, tween, and then I just go ahead and just like the favorite, you know what I'm saying, 360 windmill dunk that bitch, you know what I'm saying, you know, for the finish. And, you know, hey, time for that. That one. That anime news. All right, nigga.
Sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, for starters, the One Piece anime, Elbaf Art gets his first look today at the key visuals, you know what I'm saying, looks of what the crew gonna be wearing and how it's gonna be animated. Sensational. You know what I'm saying? Sensational.
Prepare for all those.
Trigun Stampede sequel anime, Trigun Stargaze, scheduled for January 26th.
I was not actually prepared for that. That's actually pretty big news.
Yeah, the trailer came out. The trailer came out 45 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we got over here. Chainsaw Man Rize, the movie, you know what I'm saying, is the second highest rated anime movie of all time currently, sitting at an 8.99 rating. You know what I'm saying? Very, 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 very interesting as that movie drops in a little under 3 weeks from now. Actually 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
Better parts of the story.
But it's crazy to be the highest rated movie of all time. You know what I'm saying? Second highest rated in Japan right now all the time. It's kind of crazy. Let's see what else we got in here. Happy birthday! I believe it was today. Happy birthday to Sir Naruto Uzumaki. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? Today, this week, makes 11 years ago that one of the best horror sci-fi anime, you know what I'm saying, Parasite the Maxim, aired 11 years ago this week. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to one of the best horror sci-fi anime ever created. Let's see what else we got. What else we got in here? Anything else I wrote down that truly caught my attention?
He searched for that. Action Studios has filed bankruptcy. That is the studios that did the cutscenes for Spider-Man Shattered Dimension. They have filed for, bankruptcy. So we'll see if they get back on their feet, or the people who are behind it get back on their feet. In other recent news, Sega and the IOC, which is the International Olympic Committee, have done a collaboration with Sonic. So if you look out for the Olympics, you will see some Sonic, collaboration because they are collaborating with the Olympics coming up this year. So I'm kind of excited for that. As we wish happy birthdays this past week, a couple days back, because this is Friday, I'd like to wish a happy 55th birthday to Amy Jo Johnson. Who turns 55. She is the Pink Ranger from Power Rangers. So, salute to her. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Love to see that. And then some other news is that rapidly, I know people, if y'all been on Instagram or been on any type of gaming news outlets, that y'all seen that there was a game that's canceled by Assassin's Creed that was sent after the Civil War, and that it was gonna have you going up against a very radicalized group. And now that it's canceled, but it's been making news and making waves across the internet and the gaming world. You got anything else, Rick, before I finish up on my side?
And for those who don't know what the radical group is the letter before L.
And it's 3 times, so I'm trying to not say it. It's a radical group.
You
They
know,
are radical.
a lot of them consider themselves wizards and
Yes.
and grand elders of things of that nature, and they wear ghost outfits. Surprisingly, wearing hoods that are all white. That's sinking.
Klansman.
and they don't like, and they're like people that look like us. you know, uh, for all those who need a
Yeah,
visual representation, yeah.
that's the best we can say about that. Also, since it's Halloween, I like to. We haven't, say this in passing, but the lady that played Jason's mother in Freddy versus Jason, she has passed away. So her name is Paula Shaw. She played Jason's mother in Jason versus Freddy. If you haven't seen that, to me, it's a good horror movie. It's a great horror movie. Shout out Jason for whooping Freddy's ass. If you don't think so, watch the movie. You see why I said that.
Caught that good work.
Hey, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
Go,
Know what I'm
good,
saying?
good.
Super random. Duolingo anime adaptation officially announced and dropping within a few days from now. The same Duolingo, yes, nigga, anime adaptation. You know what I'm saying? 5-episode anime adaptation that looks like the animation is like a mix between like the Ranking of Kings and something else. I don't even know how to describe it, but it looks extremely interesting. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to niggas that subbing to other niggas and getting that Duolingo reward on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? On Hood. Dora
You know,
Hidoro, season 2.
I feel like there's a weird thing going on here with Duolingo. Like I feel
It
like
is kind of crazy,
this snowball effect of Duolingo getting all this popularity is
but
randomly just getting out of nowhere. I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing.
I think that's why they have the promotion going on with Twitch when you know what I'm saying, when you gift a sub, you get Duolingo access because they're trying to advertise for their anime that's coming out in a few days. So it all makes sense. It all makes sense that shit started this month. Saying Dora Hidoro season 2 releases spring 2026. You know what I'm saying? After a while after having a first season for quite a long time. Oshi no Code season 3 comes out January 2026 along with Trigun Stargate. You know
Yes, sir.
uh, oh yeah, and you know what I'm saying? This week of anime has actually been one of the technically just like off of one episode, off of a string of anime. This is technically the best week of anime in years because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 anime to all be rated at least a 9 this week with their episodes. So technically, this one week is one of the biggest, best quality episodes in years with, you know what I'm saying, Kamen Rider, new anime, coming out with got a 9.6, 9.7 first episode. Dust Beyond the End came out with their first episode, 9.6. Cinderella Grey, 9.5. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha Kudo with a 9.2. Digimon Beat Break, first episode, 9.2. Kingdom season 6 episode 1 9.2. You know what I'm saying? It's to Your Eternity and My Hero with a 9. Great, I'm talking crazy week in anime this week. I think the last thing on here. Last thing. No, that was the last thing. I take it back.
I got 4 things. So one of them is that for YouTube is offering second chances to the permanently banned creators. So if you're permanently banned, YouTube is offering their second chance for you to get the account back, but you will have to go to certain restrictions and guidelines when you come back. So be on the lookout for that. If you have a banned YouTube account, they're trying to get people back onto it now. So if you got a banned YouTube account, be on the lookout for that. The second chance. As well, I got some sad news. I'm gonna try to slide this in front instead of back here. Past week, the vice principal in principals has died. She had died at the age of 52. Her name is Kimberly Herbert Gregory. You may not know her face, but you may know her voice from Craig's Creek. She was Craig's mother. You know what I'm saying? She was a good actor, wonderful black woman. She has passed. You know what I'm saying? Give the flowers when they're needed at that time. And then lastly, Nintendo confirms copyright litigation will continue in the midst of the anti-AI lobby controversy. The company has been directly denied the claim that they have been lobbying the Japanese government to interact a stricter restrictions on generated AI but the state will continue to aggressively litigate against those who infringe on copyright of intellectual properties. Also, Nintendo has sued somebody for like over $2 billion at Reddit for doing such things. So Nintendo's still on that shit now, people. If you just keep on fucking around, you're gonna find out with Nintendo. They're gonna get their money from you if you keep fucking with their shit. So they are heavy on it right now. That's it for me on the gaming tip.
Last thing, actually, very last thing. Shout out to Cloverworks. I'm saying one of the best studios in anime with this, you know what I'm saying, exceptional repertoire. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm saying, was founded 7 years ago this month. You know what I'm saying, shout out Cloverworks.
Hey,
Transfer it over to become, you know what I'm saying, from A1 to Cloverworks. You know? But that's all I had. As I was saying, as we wrap up that bitch and send that bitch, you know what I'm saying, behind the back pass back to fresh.
As I catch it midair, when thinking about my next play, I throw it over, no look, over to the good old Valley Honcho with the icebreakers.
I catch that motherfucker behind the back, between the legs. I'm at the rim. Then I switch sports, bicycle kick, goal. I'm like that, Ronaldo.
no.
Hey, he's on offense. There's no kickball violation. I'm just saying, you know.
You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying?
Rainbow flick that bitch into the hoop. That shit's crazy.
Like that. Anyway, today, you feel we got another good old bracket. You know how I get. In today's bracket, we got some fighting games.
Farts.
We're gonna see which fighting game y'all think is the best out of this bracket. You feel me?
Bet.
First match up on the list, we got Marvel versus Capcom up against Mortal Kombat.
Whoa.
That's customism right there.
That's
customism.
To start, that's crazy.
I feel like that's two of the three best fighting games. Two of the three best fighting games in the first bracket.
It is. It really is.
Hey, Freak, what I tell you, this is an ongoing. Me and Veli's randomizer got beef. I swear to God, this is.
There's beef that doesn't. It's not warranted.
It's fuck his randomizer.
It's not warranted.
It's fuck his randomizer. This happens every
You
week.
get mad at the random.
I randomized it. That motherfucker.
Oh, I know.
I'm definitely not voting first. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna see if my vote's necessary.
I'll be the one to break the silence on the vote. Go ahead, put me down for Marvel vs. Capcom. But I love Mortal Kombat. I rather if you give me the games to play right now, one of the rest of my life, it's how I'm doing it. Give me Marvel vs. Capcom.
Does DC versus Mortal Kombat count as a Mortal Kombat game?
Yes.
Take all right.
Mortal Kombat.
Marvel versus Capcom.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Marvel versus Capcom.
Oh, 3-1. 3-1. One more vote. Cinches it.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
And that's
4-1. Gentleman sweep. It hurts me.
Next up, we have Dragon Ball Fighters versus Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
I didn't play fighters, so I'd be biased in this. So I'm gonna let y'all vote first.
I'm going Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
I love fighters. I still pick Street Fighter.
I'm not the biggest Street Fighter fan. I never. It's not that I don't like it. It's just to me. I'll go fighters over Street Fighter.
One.
I got personal beef with Street Fighter, but that shit's still better than fighters.
3-1.
What will be the clinching vote?
Caspa.
Caspa, it's on you.
Why couldn't it be Mortal Kombat versus these?
I said Street Fighter.
Bro.
Yeah, Caspa already voted.
Yeah,
I said Street Fighter.
Oh, okay. So it's on Freak and Prey.
Who's gonna be the break-in? Who's gonna either Sanchez it or continue this?
I ain't gonna lie, I like Street Fighter characters a little bit more.
Are you going Street Fighter?
Indeed.
All right, that's Street Fighter. Bang. Next up, we got Injustice versus Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur.
Damn.
Soul Calibur, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
It's Soul
Why you
Calibur.
do that?
Why would you do that? Why would you even do that?
It was meant to lose at that point.
Y'all yelling at the wrong person. I
I
told
saw
y'all.
I
No, I wasn't
swear.
yelling. I wasn't yelling, but like,
I keep telling
damn.
y'all,
Yeah.
it's not Veli. It's not fuck Veli. It's fuck is random.
Shit.
I don't
I'm
choose
about
to do
to
it.
say.
It's
I'm
not
about
that
to
hard.
say. Everybody said that's easy pick. Shit,
That's what it's not that
I got
hard.
injustice. I got injustice on that.
I got Soul
I got
Calibur.
injustice
Soul
personally.
Calibur. That's
Soul
that's
Calibur,
dog.
all the way.
All the way. This is easy.
Did you vote, Joe?
Yeah, that's a Soul Calibur.
I think Soul Calibur would
Alright,
Yeah.
is overall sweet.
Yeah, another
Yep.
4-1. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, sweet boys.
Next up, we got Tekken versus Guilty Gear.
Tekken.
Mm.
You said Tekken versus what? Say that one time. I want to make sure I heard that.
Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear.
Yeah, give me Tekken.
Tekken. Yeah, I'm going Tekken.
That's more dip.
Oh,
I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I physically
Tekken.
remember what birthday party. I remember what birthday I got Tekken 3. Nigga, I remember what birthday, nigga.
Y'all niggas sleep on Guilty Gear. I ain't gonna lie. But
Nah, Guilty Gear is amazing, but I'm
Guilty
not
Gear
going
is
to
good. I'm just a Tekken guy.
Yeah.
we got Marvel vs. Capcom against Street Fighter.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Capcom.
Take a ride.
Marvel versus Capcom still, yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Sweep it, boys.
Sweet Jesus. Then we got Soul Calibur versus Tekken.
That's a
Take ya.
I need a
Tekken.
second. I need a second for this one.
very similar
It's t-
games in like
Soul Calibur.
play.
So 1-1 right now. 1-1. I got Tekken. Drop got Soul Calibur.
I got Tekken as well.
2-1.
Soul
I'm going
Calibur.
Soul Calibur.
2-2.
Yeah, I'm gonna say realistically, I only like Soul Calibur 3 and 4. I ain't really ain't give a fuck about the other ones.
You say something, sir?
That's a Soul Calibur.
3-2.
Casper. You get sentient or you get tired.
Decisions. I'm gonna go Tekken.
Oh, Belly.
On you.
I already told you, I'm a Soul Calibur nigga. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it.
Yeah, we're both amazing fucking game.
Because,
I'm just a Soul Calibur. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, the only thing that really made me pick Soul Calibur there was the fact that a king doesn't exist in Soul Calibur.
hey, fuck you.
Drop and hero.
Final-
Yeah, fuck you both.
Damn. What you say after for?
So somebody don't like
what I
that grapple tech I see.
Nah.
Exactly, yeah. He don't like getting his ass. He don't like getting suplex. He don't like that shit.
I don't always do that, but golly.
I don't like the fact that after that first suplex, you can continue suplexing me and I can't do nothing about it.
What game y'all talking about?
Break out of it.
Tekken.
Wait, yeah, y'all talking about drop grabbing y'all?
Playing king.
Well,
Damn, that's
Playing
crazy.
King.
How you got grab allegations in in
every
this
fighting game.
and in Super Smash Bros, nigga? God damn,
Every
nigga.
fighting
Hey man, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, feel me?
the characters he used, they grab. What y'all want?
Oh,
What y'all want?
grab,
you
exactly.
Philly ass nigga. Calm your ass down.
Man, listen, man.
Anyway, final round. We got Marvel vs. Capcom against Soul Calibur.
Marvel's Capcom.
Hey, my voice Capcom.
Marvel versus Capcom.
All right.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
The only game that was gonna beat that to me. The only game that was gonna beat that was Tekken. If Tekken would have made it, I would have chose Tekken.
I'm saying the only game that would have came close to me is Mortal Kombat. So like Mortal Kombat lose first, hey, so Capcom win it all the way for me.
And that is the bracket. Shout out to Marvel vs. Capcom. Dubber.
Take-
Dubski.
All right.
Like
What
if
did Marvel
it
vs.
comes to
Capcom
like
go against the semi?
They
What was the second thing Marvel vs. Capcom went against?
Street Fighter, I think.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
All right. So real quick, Street Fighter second.
Tekken, dude. It's Tekken all the way. Bro.
Tekken still. Yeah, Tekken still.
I
Tekken all the way, bro.
Street Fighter got the characters and they play damn near the same, but I still kind of go Tekken.
Tekken's a 3D fighter more so aside.
Okay. I just wanted to see what would win there.
I like the Tekken characters more.
I still think
Same.
I would say if you
Street Fighter.
I would
characters
only
like
say
more.
if you like more,
I
yeah.
like Tekken characters more.
Add Kunimitsu to Tekken 8.
I still think Mortal Kombat beats everything on this list besides Marvel vs. Capcom. Me personally.
I don't know about that. That's tough.
Are we talking? Hold on. Are we talking about just impact or just like as
Game
far as
in general.
like
The game, the characters, the
I like
atmosphere, the
Injustice better.
setting. I don't give a fuck what you pick.
I would say
don't give
niggas
a fuck
like
what you
the
pick.
impact.
If
Nothing
I,
with
if I went
impact
for a
like
biased pick, I would have picked Injustice.
Our bias
My
pick is
bias-
Tekken.
My bias pick would have been Guilty Gear. I love the fuck out Guilty Gear.
I had two biased picks. It was Tekken and Marvel, so I was in a dilemma when it came.
Yeah.
If it came that way.
mine was Tekken.
Tragic.
Smooth little fighting game bracket.
Tell that man to shut his mouth. Talking about MK is good. I don't know who said that, but hey, Tilty got smoke for you. I don't know.
Hey, hold on, Tilty. You better shut up, bro. Unless you go come in here and defend it.
Well, I mean, Tekken in recent years has taken
No,
the decline.
They said MK, not Tekken.
Oh,
The MK.
really?
It's Tilty the
When I was
Tekken guy.
when I was
Tilty's the
thinking,
Tekken
when I
person.
was thinking Mortal Kombat, but Tekken. No. Okay.
I was about to say, I can't even hear a nigga talking shit about. I can't even hear a nigga talking shit about Mortal Kombat unless a nigga got true facts. Like, I can't even listen to a nigga talking shit.
No,
It's just
Tilty's
recent.
the guy.
I think Mortal Kombat as a whole is a great game, but the recent games has just down.
Been still.
I don't give a fuck about the recent games. I don't play the recent games.
Recent games fire too. Only niggas who talk shit about Mortal Kombat is niggas who tired of getting their ass beat in it.
I
That
haven't
too.
really played it.
Hey, well,
I played the story. That was it.
I think the only thing I like about the new games in Mortal Kombat, the fact that they added serial. I mean, they added like the horror villain.
They added serial.
That thing come out kind of crazy.
Oh, so Fresh is the one that's gonna blow up the country. Freak's the one that's gonna go on a killing spree.
Serial killers to it. That's what the game was missing right there.
coming from Tilted from the Twitch chat once more, he says, and I quote, "He talking like he know how to play it." MK. Tilted, who are you referring to? Who was this directed?
Shots fired.
I about to say, I feel like that second line was more the Honcho since he was like getting his ass up and take. I feel like that second line was at Honcho. The first line to me second was at Honcho.
He's just trying to bait somebody into a match. He's just trying to bait somebody.
Hey,
Not
big
even
dog.
that. That's got time for this shit.
Hey, shit, you gotta pay me for a match, big dog.
Shit, if you want to go back to PS2 for that Daily Alliance.
Whoever got a line oh yeah, it was directed towards Philly. See whoever got the lion profile.
Yeah, he's just trying to bait somebody.
Tell him direct it to my Cash App. We can get busy.
He said, "I don't fight for the free now."
And on that note,
I'm here to make money.
on that note, I am moving forward with these good old topics. Starting off with the first topic of the night: difficulties in games. He said, "LOL, $100 money match." Hey, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all discuss that.
No,
Off
not
$100 money match.
not a money match. You pay me and then we fight match. Ain't a money match.
Niggas say pay me to get on the game to box you. What you talking about?
You gotta pay me.
Oh shit!
I feel like
Brian.
this portion my bad influence. But yes, difficulties in games, fun challenge or unnecessary barrier.
Depending on the game, because the challenge could be good depending on the game until it makes it like that. Because like some games are good when it needs to be a challenging game. For example, if not, it is gonna be you ravaging through the game with not any resistance and it feel boring.
Some games have like difficulties with the goal of just making that shit unbearable. But usually games like that, you gotta pick to do that. You gotta choose to torture yourself.
Yeah, I wanna be in this game.
Choose that omega hard fucking difficulty setting. Or play new game plus 7 times in Elden Ring. Like nigga, you wanted that.
I feel like this ties into our this ties into what we talked about a few weeks ago during the topic about something that's similar to this. I like, of course, I'm saying it depends on the game and stuff. I feel like the game, so like it says on their easy mode. I feel like to me, easy mode doesn't exist. but I can understand why somebody would play an easy mode. You know what I'm saying? Say they're trying to play a game for truly what it is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in easy mode, you can more easily dive into the game and really look at the different aspects of the game by playing some easy mode when you're not so frustrated or so focused on this one task on a hard setting as opposed to easy mode. So I can understand from a breaking down or analytical aspect for a game why easy mode would be better. But I'm like the souls like thing like for adrenaline rush niggas. I feel like okay, for niggas who have I don't know if they want to say like an addictive personality or some people who can even I don't know say people who take drugs for the rush. I feel like that gives you a certain type of rush right there.
Niggas who get a sense of achievement from difficulty in their video games.
That's
See, but also not even that. Like it truly can be like people who have like some type of like that who take drugs for that rush feeling that they have, or like truly just addicted to that feeling that wells up in them. I feel like that's where somebody like me, not the drugs part, but somebody who gets who derives from those type of feelings. You know what I'm saying? Not that I said that's why I said not from that part, but you know what I'm saying I can understand where they would be coming from. You know what I'm saying if you know what I'm saying the two correlate somehow because I get a full rush from playing very very difficult games. Like dying multiple times frustrate me, but it gets this drive in me that is like that can't be matched by many things.
I feel like that kind of goes into like what Veli was saying a little, like the achievement, because like once you beat that boss in Elden Ring, that rush
Get that high.
only gets higher because you're like, damn, I did it, like let's go, like so you were already on that high.
There's nothing in a video game, man, give me a sense of achievement. I didn't have more than enough adrenaline rushes in my life. I'm cool. I'm perfectly fine. I've been the back of police cars. I don't need no more adrenaline in my life.
Tragic.
Adrenaline rush,
Hey,
adrenaline
but
rush,
what
and
Frank was saying, hey, that's
adrenaline
an
rush.
easy thing. If you addicted to adrenaline rush and you doing drugs, just go play Elden. Just
I'm
go
about to say
play Elden.
and even on top of that, like
He's not wrong.
No, that's what I'm saying. I entirely just agree with his
Yeah.
point there. Like I was gonna make it like a joke about it. Then I thought about it for a second. I was like, nah, I believe that. Like, if you really like, you're out here doing drugs and stuff for adrenaline rush, you're doing shit for an adrenaline rush, just go play a Souls-born game, a Souls-like.
but you don't even have to be like a Souls-like game. It can literally just be any somewhat difficult game on the hardest difficulty. You can still get that rush.
Go play Ninja Game 2 or 3.
That
There's
too.
enough
That
adrenaline
too.
rush right there.
But like,
There you go.
specifically breaking down what like I also mean by that, like I truly feel there's almost no feeling in gaming as being stuck on a boss. I feel like I'm talking about like the real difficult type games, like you know what I'm saying, Souls like and such. Being stuck on a boss for a while, and then you and the boss are low. It depends by who get that last couple hits off first. I feel like there's nothing that matches that rush right there and that feeling in gaming. There's nothing that matches that. Nothing.
I wish Zoro was here. Shout out Zoro. There was when Elden Ring
Shout out to
first came
John.
out. I was playing that shit. I sat up till about 7 in the morning trying to beat I forgot that the one with the dragon on. What's his name? Not Margaret. Godric.
Yeah.
Trying to beat Godric. It got to the point where me and Godric
The first boss.
won the first actual boss. Yeah, that motherfucker pain my first run. But it got to the point where we were both one hit away. And the rush I got from us both swinging and me getting that hit, insane. I sat there, I was like, I could play for another 2 hours. Right before I started that fight, I was ready to go to sleep. But that shit, that's a real rush, a real like it's difficult, and it could seem like it's like an unnecessary barrier, like. But once you beat that boss, once you do whatever it was that was in your eyes before unnecessary, you're gonna have so much fun playing that game.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
you,
My bad. Go ahead. That's on you. That's you.
I
My
was
bad.
I was gonna say you can take it away from like the Souls like games to like throw it back to more older games like Def Jam Vendetta or Fight from New York.
Mm,
No matter how
mm.
hard it was in Def Jam Vendetta, the nigga that's whooping your ass was the main boss. It was WC. He'll be crip walking on you and beating your ass. And then in goddamn New York Fight for New York, you had Fat Joe and David Beckham you have to worry about. So it's like even in other games, you can still find that adrenaline rush. Like in Tony Hawk, Underground 2, Wasteland, you can put that bitch on the hardest mode. Eric Sparrow is damn near better than Tony Hawk on hard mode every time you try to beat that nigga in the last like state competition. So it's like in any game you can find that rush with the difficulty level. Damn near any game.
That's what I was gonna piggyback off of and get in next too. That speaking off of my point, like it doesn't specifically have to be like Souls like games, and it can even be stealth games,
Mm-hmm.
like playing Last of Us, Splinter Cell, or one of them. The rush,
Yeah.
but I feel like to truly get the rush that I'm thinking of, you have to play on the harder difficulties to where a shot or two kills you. So you truly have to be stealthy. So
Yep.
like that rush of really sneaking by people and like almost getting caught, but like getting away, like it can be applied to those stealth missions too, while you can still get that rush because 1-2 shots kill you. So like I feel like I don't know. I feel like a lot of that comes from a harder game rather than an easier game.
Okay, so to kind of to kind of dive a little bit deeper into said topic, what about games that aren't necessarily Souls like games, but do have a set difficulty that progressively gets harder over the course of time, such as, but not excluding, like FNAF, Friday Nights at Freddy's. For those who may be like, "What? What's FNAF? I've never heard of that game before." To where night one is simplistic. Ooh, till you hit to like night five, all hell breaks loose, and then you still got to worry about night six after.
So here's my thing about that. I feel like that's like a game like that where like FNAF, you need that because like let's just say it's just night one level difficulty the entire time you're playing. By the time you get to day 3, you're gonna be bored. In my own perspective, I'd be bored because you're doing the same shit. Nothing's changing. It's the same times that they show up on the screen and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what to do. So at that point, just play night one over and over again.
Okay, and then
Like
oh, my fault.
no, I was like I was kind of like I was about to go a little bit off topic, so I was like, go ahead with you saying. I was about to go a little off topic.
To kind of add a DLC attachment to it. Uh, do you think that games, such as like Telltale games and or games of that similar nature, like whatchamacallit, Until Dawn, and the Dark Anthology
Dead by Day-
series. I don't even say Dead by Daylight because Dead by Daylight is like player versus player, so that's all about
Okay.
skill for real. But things like that, to where do you think if they added the difficulty settings to where it's not more so like they change the full on mechanics, but anything that was a quick time event does become harder in the sense, do you think that it would benefit from things like that to those who may want I don't want to ever say like a bigger challenge, but be like, oh shit, you really gotta know what buttons you hit and things of that nature.
I think so because for the fact that
That's
they're
true
like
anyway.
they're decision makes. So I think adding like difficulty will let you see like different outcomes or making it more difficult. Like say there's a specific thing you have to do, but if there's a higher difficulty, you have to go through more stuff to get it done. I think that would make it more enjoyable. I think so.
This
And
isn't
then you
really
don't
what
get the same outcome. Go ahead.
I don't know about this. I like what you. I kind of like what you said right there. I was like randomly. I kinda would like games that you can choose easy, medium, hard. I actually would like if depending what difficulty of the game you pick changes the ending of the game you get. I
Yeah.
actually kind of like that. I actually kind of like that a lot. Like just
Yeah.
changing a little bit what
Okay.
you said, just adding to. I really would like that a lot.
So if
That's
you play a
replay
game on,
value a lot.
I
so
think
like
they
you
do
play a game on
for us.
easy, you just get that easy version of the ending. But if you play that bitch on hard, you get a different version, but from the perspective of what you did
Mm.
in the hard version.
Hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel I feel like the way how it is, they you finish the game first and then you go do new game plus and then you get a different get something different.
See that? I could definitely see that.
Yep.
Cause of
No, so right quick,
mhm.
Fresh, when you put accessibility versus artistic vision, you want to dive into that a little bit?
Okay. So we're talking about like the accessibility. There are games such as like Devil May Cry to where you have those options, right? You got your easy, normal, hard, slightly difficult. Ooh, but as you beat the game, you do unlock more things such as like Dante Must Die and uh uh uh. I think there was other game modes I can't remember off the top of my head, but things like that to where it's just like yes, the game progressively gets harder. Nothing really changes as far as story wise, but during combat you may fight a little bit more enemies. So it gets to a point to where soon enough everything one shots you versus you one shotting everything, or everybody gets one shotted. And then the artistic style being it. For me, I have played Devil May Cry 4, the Legendary Edition, or not necessarily legendary, but special edition when they had Virgil, and there was a mode called Legendary Night Mode. As far as the difficulty of the game, it was still within like normal aspects, but the overall course of it was like it was swarms of enemies niggas would fight. It wouldn't just be like, oh shit, like I can just one shot everything. It was like niggas who weren't supposed to be there were there. And there are games to where you do up the difficulty and people who you're not supposed to see till damn near past half of the game are popping up early because hey, you want a challenge? Let's talk about a challenge. Not most games have that, yeah, or at least not most games allow that, such as games like Sekiro, stuff like that, to where yeah, you can explore and run into these high level people, but let's say beginning stage, unless you have a mod. Shout out to the modders out there who put the time, hard work, and efforts to do all that. But games like Sekiro, that let's say you start off in the beginning stages, what and whatnot, you damn near kind of feel invincible. I don't want to say feel invincible, but you can kind of know the basics to where you shouldn't be dying as much. To where now you find niggas that you're not even supposed to be touching until eons within the game, such as if we talk like Elden Ring for just a better understanding. Your first stage, if you're fighting, the basic enemies, the basic soldiers with the sword and shield, woo, woo, you should be able to easily take them down. But then let's say you do a playthrough and then the first nigga you run into just so happens to be who was the first Elden King nigga, Elden Lord nigga. Let's yeah, let's say you run into him and like 30 other niggas built like him in the first stage when you level one, you not supposed to be, why are you here? You not even supposed to be in these parts of towns. You over on yonder. You supposed to be in Europe right now and you meeting me in Texas. This two and two is not adding up. So accessibility meaning like the option to where yeah you can update the difficulty and the difficulty would maybe ramp it up to you being introduced to new things or new people being added that weren't supposed to be there before, maybe making scarcity on certain things you run into such as items, maybe exp depending on how you want to go about it, currency, blah. The artistic style is whether if you want to or how you viewing the concept of what you call it, the concept of oh shit, like how are you visually viewing this? Is this like something that's too overwhelming? Is it too appealing? Stuff like that.
I'm about to say yeah, the first I'd say the accessibility definitely goes into what I was talking about at first. But I definitely see what you're going up with the vision. I definitely see that. Go ahead, hero.
No, I was making a joke. I was making a joke. Yes, I do. I'm making a wrestling joke. That's all you did.
This guy.
Good help. I couldn't.
Yeah, the I do think the creators I do think the artistic vision is quite important. I do think it's very very important. I do think it's like quite important. The
I will.
accessibility. I was just to say to finish off that accessibility is where I more like I fall more so in line or like along those accessibility type like anything to like I like it's available for you to do this and this depending on your choice. I'm a lot more inclined in that regard. Even though I'm always choose the hardest, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to One Piece, you know what I'm saying? Freedom of choice is always gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a main big priority.
Um, so fresh. You brought up Sekiro, and I think Sekiro kind of mixes the two well. The reason why is because you have that artistic, like you were saying, where like it's that natural progression type shit,
Mm.
like But then they have an item in there, which where you brought up like very early on, you'll feel like invincible. I could beat these guys all the time. There's an item in there where that changes it, and you pick it up, you use it, and now the game's 10 times harder. They allow you. They're like, oh, you feel like it's a little too easy. Well, you can still have that artistic showing of the game while still having the accessibility to ramp up difficulty at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. No, I feel you.
Shit.
I'm gonna say I'm big on this topic. As a nigga who
Yeah.
always advocates for harder games, I'm quite. You know what I'm saying I'm a bit biased. I'm a bit biased because I truly feel like I can't get anything out of an easy game. I get nothing from it. Like unless I'm like a tester for a game, and the easiest way for me, like I said, on the analytical standpoint, and so when I in the past when I've tested games, I like the easier games more because I can focus more so on the little nuances and little things I have to point out in the game, rather than being so locked in on what I'm doing that I'm not really focusing on what I'm supposed to be testing. So I like I feel like really on the testing and analytical mode is the only time I can truly get into easy mode. So I'm a bit biased more so when it comes to the difficulty, you know what I'm saying, conversation. But it
What
is
stopped you
important
from
to me
playing as a wretch again, free?
because I haven't finished
Um,
my first playthrough.
No, yeah. I was asking what stopped you is playing as a wretch on the first place.
I started Red's first playthrough,
Oh, you did?
and then I added stuff because I was like I still want to experience this first my on the game on my first playthrough, even though I want it hard.
Oh, oh no, you did Vagabond with co-op.
Hmm.
You really are that difficult as we can.
Oh, so
I feel like for me, it depends. It depends on the type of game. So like, I feel like certain things, like you're saying, the the artistic vision is kind of better, but also similar to Freak, I'm definitely I like being challenged. So like naturally, a game with that has a difference in difficulty or where I'm allowed to challenge myself or do something like that, that oftentimes is like the way I want to go. Like there's oftentimes like I'll play a game and like I'll instantly put it on hard. I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but I'll like choose maximum difficulty or something off rip just for the fact that like I want to challenge myself even though I don't know what I'm doing.
Always.
Um, so I think it depends on the game, and I guess I would say like the mechanics of as far as like what they're going for. I feel like a game like because you brought up Sekiro, I feel like a game like that is like I do agree like the free will is like part of it is cool, but I don't necessarily find the like you gotta fight the most difficult person off rip a bad thing because it's a you might like need a certain amount of items, you might need this specific type of weapon, you might need, but I like figuring that out rather than just coasting pretty much the whole time and like doing better. Like the challenge makes it more fun because if I breeze past the game, I'm gonna put it down because I'm like, okay, well, this is not fun for me anymore. So like, if I'm not being challenged, I'm gonna put that thing down right away because it's just like, oh, okay, I don't need to play this. Like this is not keeping my attention. You're not keeping me engaged. So yeah, I would prefer the difficulty in that aspect.
To do a last add on to said topic, let's talk about games that have the function of permadeath, such as things like Resident Evil 7, to where, or not Resident Evil 7, I think Resident Evil 7, maybe not Resident Evil 7, but like Outlast. There we go. I'm trying to think of the game. To where um, you can play the game on the hardest difficulty that it is set. But let's say if you die during any event of said game, then you have to start that shit all the way over from the beginning. Now, granted, not every game should have that because certain games kind of longer than others. Certain games don't have a little bit more tact and skill compared to others. But games that do offer that, such as no, I believe Outlast 2 had it. Outlast 2, Outlast 1 had it. Not sure about Whistleblower, but I wouldn't throw it past it. Things like that to where no, you play the game could be like a good 8, 7, 6 hours. Nothing too crazy, but it is not like, oh shit, I got to fight for my life every day. But hey, I make one wrong move, that's my ass. Do you think more games that are accessible to have that option should have that option?
Any survival based game, every survival based game should have that for sure.
Yeah.
Permanent for them, like a lot of survival game players. There's multiple avenues you can say that what they're into, whether it be escapism, because a lot of times that survival games usually differ so much more than reality. Besides anything that's truly fantasy, so like a lot besides escapism, like some people want their shit is they want the game as hard. I mean, they want the game as like realistic as possible, especially in the survival aspect. So I feel like it depends on which side of that fence you fall on. I like my survival games very realistic because that's what I go. I go fantasy for escaping. So my survival games, I want as realistic as possible because I almost put myself into those shoes. Would I survive myself? So I feel like a lot of times I personally want that permadeath aspect in my game. You know what I'm saying, to make it as real as possible for me. Let me find out if I can really survive this experience if I was in that experience. Sometimes I want to feel like that. Can I do this if that was truly me? Permadeath does that for me.
It's kind of piggyback on Freak. That's like survival games should have that, but at the same time they should go off how the their base core audiences are feeling about it. Like you said, like if there's a bunch of people like Freak, then go ahead and add that to the Resident Evil, all like zombie or spiral games in general, because that, like you said, some people are in search for that realistic things when they see and they play it. Like Freak said, they get immersed into it to where, hey, I want this to be like this because what if this may happen to happen? You know what I'm saying? So that's not a bad idea to add it to basically all survival games that they would be playing.
Definitely, but also going what you saying, why not put them in all of them? It's not like you have to do the permadeath option. You don't have to. I feel like it should be in every game for the niggas who want to do it. For the, you know what I'm saying it should be in multiple types of games, but survival specifically. But I think if I'm really expanding it out a bit, any survival, any horror game, and damn near any RPG game should have a permadeath option. All three genres have it.
How do others
Yeah, I
feel
would have to
about
say,
that?
I agree. Like the option should definitely be there. I agree with both Freak and Hero. Like the option should be there just for the fact that like if somebody wants that, it should be there. And then definitely for survival games, yeah, I agree because like if you don't, I feel like you're losing something if you don't have that like permadeath option there. You get me? Because it's just like you would want to make it as realistic as possible, like Freak was saying, like where you're in that situation, like let me see if I can do this. So if you just have it where it's like, oh, I can go here, or my next checkpoint is 2 minutes away, like I feel like you're getting robbed of the experience. So definitely for all survival games, it should definitely be in there. I agree.
Anybody else got any takes on this good old topic and or subtopics for the topic? I'll take the
No.
resounding silence as a no. All right, cool. Moving on. Yes, sir. Going into topic number dose. Speaking of horror games, the best horror games and why they work.
I would throw out there not Brady, Jason Friday the 13th. That was a great horror game. Just
Yeah,
for
I
the
was
sake
about to say that.
they went off
Oh,
of basically the movie, the context of it, and like the nuances of it. Because, like, for instance, I was playing my homie one time. I ran head underneath the head underneath the bed. During that game, they make your character, heavy breathing and whatnot, and you have to hold. I think circle. I forgot which one was it, but you hold the button to hold your breath. If you mess up that timing, you could possibly die. And that what happened to me. I held my breath.
yep.
I let go. Jason came in. He heard me. Next thing you know, he stabbed through the bed, and I was done for. So, like, I like shit like that, and that was like very great nuance. And I can't wait to see what they do for Michael Myers game that's gonna be coming out. So I want to see what nuances they do to that game.
Um, I'm saying, no, and I'm kind of starting to see if anybody else can talk to niggas. No, I love horror games. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
start with
you
only
good.
one
All right.
point from now. You know what I'm saying?
You good? Go ahead.
I would probably say for me personally, Dead Space. Dead Space
Dead
is
Space.
like a really good like horror game for me, just because like
I was
it's
gonna say that.
granted like of course it's like aliens and stuff like that, but like the way stuff comes at you and like the timing of it, like everything is like insane and like nuts and like some of the you legit. I think was trying to remember. I was watching somebody one time. I don't know if it was Prince or somebody else. I was watching someone play one time, and there was like a particular level where this like ugly looking demon worm that got like a bunch of like sharp things on it like would not let you pass, and like you had to find a like it was a whole sequence. You're running down a hallway, but you have to fight at the same time. I forgot which Dead Space it was, but um
It probably was
yeah,
me.
for me it's that because it was just like that that's difficulty. That's scary. That's like, okay, if I was in this situation, what would I do? And then like you're in space, so of course you got weapons, but like the weapons that you have are limited. Like you run out of bullets, you run out of this, you run out of that. It's just like you're essentially a human around like a bunch of like aliens targeting you. So for me, like that would instill like the fear in me. For me, is Dead Space. So yeah.
I'm saying, hey, one of the original greats. I personally feel like Dead Space is one of those games that changed horror games for the better. You know what I'm saying? Its original release in 2008. I think all of this Dead Space is what started how good, you know what I'm saying, all the horror games became. You know what I'm saying? That is the epitome. I feel like that's the epitome of what a good horror game was. And then I think the remastered version took that and did a really good job expanding on a little bit while keeping the core of it exactly how it was. I really like the remastered version. I like Dead Space for what it does, like you were saying, that timing. Dead Space's timing is damn good. Like I think they do jump scares really well.
Exceptional.
And not only that, the setting. I really feel like the fact of being trapped, like in most places, are like you're out in the open somewhere, being trapped in this ship. I feel like that makes it a whole other dimension of a horror. I feel like anything that we're just trapped in a small space and there's not many things you have to loop around certain places. I feel like that's like the best aspect. I feel like the atmosphere and setting of the game is really what makes it work and what makes true horror games work. Like Outlast, I was going to get into Outlast. I'm saying a couple years ago at the peak of my streaming boy was when I was doing a hell of horror games and hell of people watching play that first Outlast. And that I feel like that is up there with Dead Space. Is one of those first because like that the helplessness. Going to another
Mhm.
aspect, that's one of the ways you can go helplessness. Because not being able to fight back and having to rely on hiding and running adds something to, and it does certain more to certain people because a fear of being chased is a big fear in a lot of people.
Mhm.
So I feel like not being able to fight back does a lot for, not really does a lot to me. That does a lot to certain people. So I can definitely see how why that saying that aspect makes it really, really good for a lot of people. So for like helplessness, atmosphere, and setting are three of the five most important things a horror game can have.
Um, I know. I'd say some people play this, even though some people cosplay as some of the monsters in this. Silent Hill was a great psychological. It had me
Okay,
on the edge of
Talk
my
to him.
seat
Talk to him.
because, like, you
I get
gotta
that.
even when you go through the story, you think spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't played it yet, but yeah, played. But when you go through the story, you think you're trying to help out, even though you're seeing all these monsters and everything else. It's all of your imagination because you the person that did it, and that's kind of crazy because you're seeing you see the infamous Pyramid Head, all these other motherfuckers running around, and you thinking like, oh my god, I gotta hide from these motherfuckers, bro. Like that's a and like the best way to explain it, you got to play certain games like that. You have to play that in the dark to get that sense of feeling. You know what I'm
Talk
saying?
to
Oh
him,
yes,
nigga.
Of
Talk to
being that in there. You got certain horror games you have to play in dark. Like I played Friday the 13th in dark, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, all those you got to set the tone to make sure you are in
the
that game.
ambiance, nigga.
Man. Got to. You have to. But
You know what I'm
Silent
Uh,
saying?
Hill,
oh, my
that's a
fault.
great one to fuck with the brain.
Oh, go ahead,
Great
Fred. You
one.
about to say something?
I was going kind of tidbit into the Silent Hill thing. Granted, it wasn't a full
Hey,
game; it was a demo. The Silent Hill PT, to where
Mm.
it was generally first person, like you felt it wasn't necessarily you felt scared in a sense, but you have that anxious feeling, anxious, yeah, words, anxious feeling that is like something's always there, kind of like going into abandoned building for the going to like an abandoned building or at least an unfamiliar place, and this is like you kind of always have uh, 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 something like on your shoulder, but you don't know what it is, and then you're looking
going through a
around
forest.
and whatnot, and then it's just like, damn, I know something's there. I can hear it. I my sixth sense is telling me, hey, there's danger
Something's in the
around,
area.
but I don't know where it is. And then the fact that it got so much rave for it, when it was just a demo and whatnot, that a lot of people were hyped for it. That when it was announced that it was no longer going to continue on, and people were just bummed out about it because it's like that could have been the horror game. I feel like that's most definitely a top level, top tier,
Uh,
great aspect of horror.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
that.
like freaks. All I'm gonna say that's like when Free said it plays on that period. That's like a paranoia factor that game brought. Like lot that plays onto that. Like that adds to that element. Like you said, I can feel a sense of danger, but I don't see the sense of danger, but I feel that motherfucker around the corner. Like that's a great element to the game that people appreciate. Well, horror people appreciate.
And I also think another thing this is one of the most low key things in horror games. Something that I was talking to somebody in VR about actually. The a horror VR map had this, and I was like, damn, more actual games need something like this. It's like it's something that also Silent PT did actually have that map in VR, which is insanely crazy in VR. But Silent, I feel like doing the same thing over and over to where it's kind of trying to dull dull your perceptiveness, because you start to relax yourself by seeing the same thing over and over. Then they might add one little thing different, or one two things very slightly different. So it's like you notice it, and if you notice it, it's like I feel like that like it's also like them testing how far, like how much of your perceptiveness is being dulled by that. Like you go through you walk through the hallway, a phone rings, you answer it, you walk through a door, you end up in the same hallway again. Then you keep circling that over and over until something else happens. And I feel like like certain things like that does that multiple time to really dull yourself to your sense. Like I feel like more so to dull your senses to where that jump scare actually happens, it hits more. And I feel like more games really need to do something like that. And I feel like more psychological horrors are leaning towards it, but they don't really dive into it as far as I feel they should. And I feel like Silent Hill PT kind of did. And I feel like that's one thing it did really well. Like doing the same thing over and over to dull a person's senses until something pops out in that during.
uh,
Rob, got anything on this?
I was gonna ask, has anybody in here played the mortuary's assistant?
No, I
But
have not.
watched it enough times.
Just a little bit.
I feel like if you play that one, kind of like piggybacking off of what Freak said, that one does a good job of um, the jump scares are like good, and then like they'll have you do something kind of like Freak has said, where you'll circle around an area or something, and then when the jump scare finally happens, like you're already calm because like
Mm-hmm.
you're like you're like, oh, okay, I know I've been in this hallway, I know I've been da 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 da. And then another good thing, which is funny that it kind of does, with I think one of the not recently, but I think like last time, so I'm gonna say maybe like 6 8 months ago with the updates they made, depending on what tasks you complete and how you complete them, you get different endings. So like you don't
Mm.
get the same ending. There's some endings where like you win. There's an ending where you lose. There's kind of a ending that's like a middle ground. But like the jump scares in there, they're not just like, oh, I know something's gonna happen. It's literally like, you're fixing something on the body of the operating table, and then you may hear a can drop, right? And then you're like, okay. And then like 10, 15 minutes goes by, so you're calm, and then all of a sudden, you look up in the corridor and like there's something standing right there, and it's just like, oh, where'd that come from? So like, um, yeah, kind of just piggybacking off of what Freak said. I feel like that game does a good job of doing that.
Oh, that false sense of security. That's what I'm thinking when y'all kept saying it. Yeah, like y'all want more games to
Yeah,
add that false sense of security. Like, all right, cool. I peeped it out. I heard the noise. You know, all right, you thought, all right, you got me. I'm gonna go back and do my stuff. Like you said, you already heard it once, but another 15 minutes go by, you ain't thinking nothing of it because you already checked it out.
You
yeah.
got me. Haha. It's a funny
It's
joke.
it's it's a mix. It's a mix between false sense of security and the intentional. It's an intentional, yeah. That false sense of security kind of dulls your senses, but it's the intentional thing of seeing the same thing over and over that you kind
Okay.
of zone out a little bit. Like you subconsciously zone out just a little bit while you're doing the same thing. Like you're there, but it's like you're not as locked in as before. And
Yeah.
I feel like they're intentionally doing that because I feel like dulling your senses, especially now when we're so exposed to so much, and I feel like that's important to dull the senses before. It's like you do it so many times, like damn, like you circle the same thing so many times, especially when you have to do it back to back. Like you walk in a room and you end up teleported back to that same room you just walked through, and you have to keep going through that. It's like damn, when is something gonna happen? And then bam, something does happen. Like I feel like sometimes things like that is necessary. And but to pivot from that low key, Resident Evil 4, another aspect. I feel like I'm saying that's one of my favorite horror games of all time. I think that's one of the best things I'm saying because that was the first game in the Resident Evil series that deviated from its typical standard zombies, and we went, we added a whole bunch of extra. He was like, how the fuck did we even get to here? But it's still like we like the difference. It was like that story was pretty immersive because it was pretty damn good of a horror story. So it's like you can get immersed in it quite a bit. But like on top of it, while you're doing everything, you're also rescuing the president's daughter because you're an agent now. You know what I'm saying? And you have somebody that you have to protect while you're doing all of this. So I feel like that also added a little bit into it of like immersion. It's like, damn, I got to protect this person while doing this. And if you're playing on a harder difficulty, you know what I'm saying? She damn near
Oh,
dies like a regular human. So like, I don't know. But I think like no, things like that. I feel like Resident Evil was just one of those that did it because it had a good story and good elements to add it onto it, and it broke away from its typical norm for its series.
Resident Evil has been a whole franchise as a whole, as a good horror franchise. From adapting to changing, good thing. It makes me never want to go to Raccoon City. If I ever see a sign that says 5 miles from Raccoon City, I'm hitting the U-turn.
Never.
I don't want to go
Right.
there. I'm never
Never.
going to Raccoon City.
Coming
I
from
actually have
my
a,
fault.
no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, coming from Rose from the chat. Shout out to Rose. She said, talk about the horror VR spinoff from Until Dawn. I heard it was really good, but not talked about a lot because it was overshadowed. It was focused on how the Wendigos first became a thing. It came out years ago. I don't know if anybody has watched it, seen it, or played it. And also, Rose from the chat says, "Hi guys."
Hello,
Hey,
sis.
roll.
Hold on. I know.
How's it going, dude?
I don't think I played the VR, so I don't.
I have not played any VR games, so I can't answer that.
Me either.
Yeah.
Well, we're all just useless on this side. On this end.
I just the only person that plays VR that I know is free and drop. So
Nah, I play VR chat on my PC.
I know what they're talking about. I can't think of it at the time. I have to come back to that. I have to think about that a little bit. I know what they're talking about, but I understand. I actually for this month because you know what I'm saying a couple years ago I did Outlast for the first time and I was doing my Outlast 2 playthrough, so I got to restart this bitch this month. Was what you talking about? Going into that, I feel like they even though it's not as good as the first one because like when it's a horror game, it's rare that a horror game is as good as its first one. A horror series is as good as the first one.
yeah, yeah, I seen him when I was walking past.
Oh, shit, I thought there was somebody in here.
My bad.
Yeah.
She said the name of the game was The Impatient.
Mm.
Anything ringing the bell? Anybody?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yep. Rose Ridge is trash. I don't tell you. Prequel to Until Dawn. The game takes place 60 years before the events of Until Dawn, exploring the origins of the Blackwood Sanatorium and its connections to the Wendigo Massacre.
Mm.
I still ain't played it. I like it.
I feel like I looked into
I know.
it. I was
Nothing.
searching Until Dawn here, but I'm gonna come back to it again. I know something about this.
To kind of throw my hat into the ring in terms of horror games. I don't know if people consider it the best, and the only reason why I know about it is most definitely because Rose had played it. Shout out to Rose again. If y'all didn't know, she's a Twitch streamer. Amazing woman. Very entertaining. I very much enjoy being in her streams because she's very caring, and she also tells a lot of jokes. Says ROSEXSAGE, all that good stuff.
Okay.
I don't know what the
Yell at
joke
that nigga
was
because you know how to spell.
on me.
No. I'm
I'm
playing.
sorry,
I'm playing for it. I'm playing for it.
niggas. She played the what's it call it? It was the Dead by Daylight spinoff.
Mm.
To where it was like the Telltale
Oh, where
version
they
is
had a
like
spinoff.
it's like the story of Frank something or the tale of Frank something who walked the band this that, and the third. I don't have the full name of it, but the casting of Frank Stone, that was it. Uh, I personally believe a horror based Telltale game. Granted, that could be like the Dark Anthology series, but games to where there's already something about it and whatnot. Such as like Dead by Daylight. That's already a horror, 4v1, if not 8v2 horror game aspect where you go against killers and all this other stuff. But the fact that they made it its own kind of like spin-off Telltale type of thing. Do you think more horror games should do things like that? Such as like if we have an Outlast game, right? But telling the
Mm.
events prior to one or having its own spin-off of like things that happen in different locations if there are different locations of this set these set like laboratories or cultist type environments of you playing as someone who could be a worker or just be a part of these towns and then see how shit unfolds to become like the actual beings of or the actual world of what takes place in like Outlast and stuff like that.
Outlast, just not to be that person, but Whistleblower is the prequel to Outlast. Just saying.
True, but what I'm meaning is like let's say for example, you play as the guy from Whistleblower, right? And
Mm.
this is like his first day on the job. He can get introduced to everything, this, that, and the third, and then that will lead up to how Whistleblower starts, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Mm.
like you're
I def
making the decisions and you're, talking to these people, you're building these connections, and then all of a sudden you start to see like the weird shit and you meet the patients that low key at first, they were fine individuals, and then you start to see them kind of descend into madness and this, that, and the third, and why they became these psychopath people in this asylum and stuff like that. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm. Okay.
But
I definitely think a Telltale series in certain horror games would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, of course,
I think
Resident Evil.
Yep, that's right behind
I think that one would do just because Resident Evil's been because that's something that I feel like anything that we know because like a lot of horror games is like a specific location we're going to is haunted or the game's about a specific location. But like these things like Outlast that could be more than just one area. These things like Resident Evil that we know for sure took over different parts of the world. We see and we can see like a Telltale series about how you know what I'm saying that part got turned like what led to their part that we have nothing about being taken. Like I feel like those would definitely go amazingly well. I think Resident Evil will go amazing just having random the odds
because
of random people like for people that watch One Piece, you know what I'm saying like that One Piece fan letter, how it was through the odds of random citizens in the Easy Marines of like having it through the eyes of just random people that have to go through it, I feel like it would be kind of crazy. It seems like
I
Resident Evil.
I agree with that. And also Resident Evil have so much like lore behind it, so it has like a lot of things you can use. It's not like you don't have to make nothing up. You can just take stuff from like previous things and just add on to that. I forget which one he was like he was in Africa or whatnot. I would love if you could
That's
do
Resident
one
Evil
like
5.
yeah, so you could do like how this shit got started in Africa before before the niggas got there. See how it's like before that and see how they all broke down.
Because we see that, you know what I'm saying, with the girl Sheva, because that's a 2-player game. That's one of the 2-player games. I love to play Resident Evil 5 co-op with somebody, you know what I'm saying? But that we see, you know what I'm saying, Sheva, we see that they had Africa had their own unit, like that where Chris and everybody was from. So it's like it could have been we can be going through the eyes of even though that's one thing I was kind of getting at. We always go through the eyes of some type of agent or cop or somebody that's
Mm-hmm.
already trained. I would like it through the
Indeed.
eyes of a random person. I would like it through
Yeah.
the eyes of. That's why I specifically said Resident Evil. I would like it through the eyes of a random person instead of a trained agent.
There's a
Granted,
lot of random motherfuckers going through it
granted,
in Resident
someone's
Evil.
in the chat gonna be like, "Oh, but you played Resident Evil 7. You were a regular individual." Not what he meant, Goofy.
Talk about a random civilian. Yes, don't have nothing to do with this shit. You just
Right.
out and about. And next thing you know, zombies appear. That type of shit. Whoever's gonna be that person in the comments.
mind you, I definitely can see that because you know what I'm saying. We just know him. I'm saying we don't know. I mean, until you play 8, really, that I'm in the middle of now, I might have to start all the way over. Now you see that they're the same two characters, you know what I'm saying? Until you really play 8, like you really still don't like that still really can be considered just a random ass person. So I would see that argument, you know what I'm saying? But the Telltale series would be quite a bit different when I mean rant.
Yeah.
you know, I
And
was
that was
gonna
something.
say,
I'm sorry, drop. Hold on, right
nah,
before you start.
you good,
No. Please keep your point. Keep your point. Because I was about to say, just to finish off what I was saying.
I'll, okay.
Resident Evil
I'll,
7 was already established. When I'm saying when we're talking about Telltale, it's like how that specific part how would they even have gotten to that family that
That
was
part.
already by the virus? You know what I'm saying they already had the virus in them at that point. How did they get to that point? When I mean the Telltale series beforehand.
all right, but I was gonna say for now,
Hmm.
it's really good because the thing about it is, it starts like from FNAF 1. It starts from you being security guard, trying to survive the 5 nights to
Hello,
now. It's just
hello.
branched out to people trying to guess out the story for it and trying to figure out what's going on. And the creator's not saying anything about the story.
No
Which
need
is
to.
smart by him. That's how you keep intrigue into the
It's
game.
very smart by him.
They don't need to. All they need to do is just keep making more FNAF games. Niggas don't eat it up. As
Yeah.
long as it ties in with something they previously made, niggas is most definitely going to be like, oh, here's a theory about it. So this is what happened about this character and this, then the third, and woo up the bam and this, then the nine, and so on and so forth. Whether it's true or not, you just never know.
Bro, as long as they can do multiple Poppy's playtimes, FNAF is good. FNAF has nothing to worry about as long as there's all these random ass Poppy's playtimes, nigga. That's doing pretty well.
Got to a point to where there's more FNAF spin-offs than the actual FNAF games by the main developer. Anybody else got any points on this topic? Or are we good to move on?
I talk horror games all day. We can move on to one. I talk horror games all
Yeah,
motherfucker.
really.
All right.
I said my piece for the most part.
Final take. It's going in 3, 2, 1. All right.
I'm playing
Uh,
Outlast 2 over again this month, by the way.
make sure y'all go support the good old homie Freak of his Outlast 2 playthrough. That is
That's two C's.
me Chanel back. Yes sir. That is
No.
SLICC underscore FREAK. There we go. Why? I don't know why for some odd reason the K popped up before the A, but everything kind of just sounded like it just flowed together. But yeah,
Flow together fact.
that is slick freaky for those. So if you want to see Outlast 2 gameplay or just support the homie in general, information is there. Uh, last topic was that when games man, really came back. When games teach you something unexpected, such as maybe like history. Starting off, Assassin's Creed. I ain't gonna lie, Assassin's Creed will teach you at least
A lot.
a good portion of history that actually happened and doesn't make it boring in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, freak, you are muted. Can anybody hear freak or is it just me?
No, I can't hear him either.
Like, I see you talking and the bubble's going green, but there's no words coming out. Tragic.
I think it's pushed to stop. Stop. Yes, push the talk to stop working.
Tragic. Yeah. Starting off, Assassin's Creed. For how many Assassin's Creed games there are, they will teach you something. They will teach you something about history, something about someone important, a public figure. Something you will gain some form of knowledge about things that you didn't think you needed to know in Assassin's Creed.
Under. My bad.
I agree. I don't have a disagreement with that.
Give me a few seconds.
Nope. Really, yeah.
Uh-oh.
We still don't hear you, freak.
Yeah, it says you talking, but you can't. Unplug your mic, plug it back in. Yeah. Take a second. Take a second. You know what? I'd hit you with them 10 push-ups, but you know. Yeah, you can't say anything. Great.
Is everybody's Discord fine? Because even Veli's Discord has been tripping out.
Mine
Mine is chilling.
speed, but I just
Yeah, I'm
I
chilling.
think mine is cool.
All right.
Discord might be having they can load this.
I think there was like an update the other day or something like that. So
What about now?
There we go.
Now,
There we go, yeah.
I was like, golly. And had to go through my settings all over again. All I did was do something extreme, but whatever. I was like, you definitely cooking with that Assassin's Creed. And I feel like low key, playing history, and that's also random. This is a super sidetrack. That's also why one of my favorite animated movies of all time is Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I love that movie, and I always show that movie. That's helping. They're actually like going through and living through historical events. Going through, I also think playing through historical events or anything related to what may have been a history is very even though some low key God of War with playing through Greek mythology. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
Not even
Know
just
what I'm
Greek mythology, Greek history, wars.
yeah, that's definitely Greek history. Yeah.
Athens.
Mm-hmm.
Like those games, I fucked with games like Assassin's Creed,
Beowulf.
games that go back in history and they put their character in that time to teach you about the history. I fuck with that
Fact,
so
bro.
much because I'm gonna be honest, I've learned so much more from Assassin's Creed about the world history than I did in school. You go to school, they teach you Western history. They go over Rome and all that. Then they go right over here and just teach us about our history.
What depend on your teacher. I do that because I learned a lot in my lot.
I went to New York school. New York school.
I went to Mississippi. I always went with Mississippi. No better, but still we learned. So
we
let's not do that.
didn't have good education.
But like I said, Beowulf and also God of War. God of War taught.
Gotta worry,
Like I said,
good
and all
about Greek
honesty,
he did
mythology.
just say that.
I did. I didn't hear free say it. I just heard Greek. I didn't hear
uh,
God of War. I heard Greek.
that's why I fuck with Dynasty Warriors so much and like Samurai Warriors.
Talk
Mhm.
about it.
Because Dynasty Warriors tells you about the history, the era of China known as the
Bastard.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
It's tree.
And they don't just show you like just from one character's perspective. They show or like one like faction or one kingdom's perspective. You can play from quite literally everyone's perspective, whether it be
Mhm.
the people seen as the evil, dictatorship at the time, the yellow turbans, the cow force, Sao, however you say his name. It don't matter. You play through that history. That's also why I fuck with Kingdom so much because they go back a little further. They go back during the Warring States period. They show you exactly what them battles was like, who won them. It stays true.
That's why I love Dr. Stone so much.
Doctor Stone too.
Teach you about teaching some boy, I learned so much science in Dr. Stone, boy.
I didn't know it takes like 4 ingredients to make it cola. Let's be honest. That might change my life in the future. I might be making cola.
No, I ain't
No real shit.
I'm a survival fanatic, bro. Like there's a couple of times in my younger days, you know what I'm saying, I went, spend a couple of days and watch just to test if I really, cause I used to be addicted to shows like that. So I went and test myself a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it didn't make it past 2.5 days because I felt like I had no reason to. I wasn't doing it for nothing. But like I
Money
feel
on
like
mine.
I love Dr. Stone for like teaching so many random like low key. I was like, if I would have did that after watching Dr. Stone, I truly felt like I could low key I feel like I could have went crazy. I really feel like niggas. I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, as a survivor, there's a lot in Dr. Stone you can really look at. You know, some of it was a reach for an average nigga to
Yeah.
try to get that surviving, but still.
I know this was gonna be kind of a reach, but well, actually, I was about to say my before because this is gonna try to kind of change
I
the
was gonna
tone of
say
things.
Doctor Stone. They don't just like teach you like like this is how you make. No, they show you like formulas. Like they make sure you understand how to do shit, which is I think is great because like somebody definitely can go watch Doctor Stone and learn how to make something. Not a rocket ship or like a boat, but you can learn some stuff, go make it, replicate it. You know what I'm saying?
So this the one game I did learn something that, well, I would say educational, but it did teach me something. Was the Godfather series, the game, that whole mafioso lifestyle and shit.
Oh,
That
Mafia is such a great series.
not I didn't say mafia, I said Godfather.
No,
It taught me that
that
mafia
just brought
style.
me in my head.
Uh, was that like mafia, that Godfather series? That taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, this is how they was doing. This is how they was doing it back in those days. Like damn, they was really out here just running the. Got a gang, you got a homie that's a demolitionist. You got your capo and all these other stuff. So yeah, I was like, okay, this shit is ran.
I would say for me, it was L.A. Noir because I learned a lot about like the
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood murders and stuff that were going on around that time.
That's a
They were
good
just
one.
buying people for no reason, but that's another one that taught me a lot.
I would say Black Myth Wukong because it did teach me a lot about the whole Wukong story, especially for those who might just thought, oh, he's just a talking monkey with a staff. I mean, there was a lot of shit to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you saw the development from start to finish. Ooh, especially if you put the hours into the game. Hey, gotta give kudos for kudos is that.
I think
Low key, just to throw, for the war series out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a game played way back in the day. I'm talking about way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation 2 days. It's because I would say Call of Duty, but a lot of them are just made up events and stuff. Even though sometimes it be actual plays and stuff, a lot of be made up events. So like, Brothers in Arms was like a war game that actually put you
Mm-hmm.
in the during World War II. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? like as somebody who is very interested in World War II, that's one of them that I was like very very interested in. Cause I did like during high school I think that thing I was most interested in besides Greek mythology was World War II.
I like one that talked a lot about. I would say not necessarily like history, but the job aspect of things was. I didn't get to play the other one, but True Crime Streets of L.A. That like when you play the game, you end up you get it's free roaming still, but you playing the life of a cop. So you're gonna get
Yeah.
the random calls for like, hey, there's somebody doing this down there. So you have to get down that way. You choose to. If not, you just ignore the call. But if you do get there, you kill them. You get negative points. But if you just do a clean arrest, you know what I'm saying? You gain the good points on the badge and whatnot. You can't go into the negative. So it's like it shows me that perspective of a cop on this random day. You could be doing the mission going somewhere. Oh, you got a call. You got to go take down the criminal real quick and whatnot. So that was like a real unique aspect, and I learned like, oh man, these like, you know what I'm saying? These guys are not just cruising around. There's this cause they got attention. It could be the most craziest of calls or the most dumbest of calls because you can't be just arresting a dude for exposure, or could be pulling up into a gang until the middle of a gang shootout. It's like in between. And once again, I did not play True Crimes of New York, so I don't know how they did that. But LA was a good one.
Rose from Twitch chat. She said Ghost of Tsushima and Mafia.
Mm.
Ghost of Tsushima did teach you about the whole start of the ninja era, as well as that period of when Genghis Khan was running rampant and just being a menace to society.
Trying to take over the whole world, legitly.
I never played Mafia, so I'll leave that to the niggas who have.
Oh well, it's just like I said, it's like the kinship to Godfather. It's showing you that time frame of that like that time where mobs or the mafia was like big, where you're going up against rival mafias, you're going up against other dons, capos, and how to get rid of them and what they're going through from how they gotta do execution or why they have to, or how somebody gets made as a made man, or even how they making their money, where to be racketeering at that time selling alcohol, which was illegal, or what I'm saying, ladies having ladies of the night work for them. So it's a combination of a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about the life of the mafia itself.
One that I know a lot of people are going to be surprised about, Supermarket Simulator. Granted, I haven't played
talk
it.
to him. Hey, talk
I
to him.
haven't played it, but I've seen people play it enough to know, they'll teach you how to at least get a common knowledge about running a business. How to price things. What to look out for. This, that, and the third. Ooh, hey.
Oh, if you speaking of that, you go down that route, I'm gonna throw a real old school one at you. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Shit, I taught you how to actually try to run an amusement park. Even though most people had a lot of violations with their making a roller coaster, but it taught you like shit the business of a amusement park. And if you haven't played Roller Coaster Tycoon, I would suggest you go play. It's nice. It's a nice, enjoyable play.
All those tycoons and simulator games.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. To make a
to the lowest keys. You know what I'm saying? Kinda. Saying if anybody did, Plague's Tale. You know what I'm saying? Life during that time. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to play that game. That's what the sister and the brother who controls the rats and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? I almost made a joke, gay.
Man, look at that self-restraint. Look at that.
But it almost through. No, I was quick with it, but I'll save it for another day. Never know when you gotta shoot from the hip.
Hey, he put it back in the chamber, crazy.
Just gonna holster that one real quick. But yeah, shout out to people who play The Sims. Granted,
Hey,
Sims can teach you stuff depending on how you play it out. Boom, boom, boom. I have learned that Rose, shout out to Rose in the chat, is a very well thought out interior designer. I'm not gonna lie. I saw Rose build a house up and make the inside. I was like, nigga, why don't you do this for a living? I ain't gonna lie. Hey, it's the small details of things that is just like, if you really into it, you could possibly learn, you could possibly get the skill out off of it, high key.
Yeah.
But that's just me though, cause I've seen a few people who do play Sims like really get active in terms of clothing style, house designing, ooh, architecture, stuff like that. Granted, like I said, that all depends because you know you do have to acquire those skills in real life. But at least it's a starting formation or a starting ground that if you're genuinely interested in it and you want to go to school for these things, the option is there. Or if even if you want to do your own kind of like little business of being an interior designer, granted, like I said, I think you still need to be licensed and trained and certified and all that other stuff to do these things. But clothing, hey, I've seen niggas be wearing anything now these days. You put a string on a trash bag and walk it outside until you spend $10,000 on it. Hey, niggas gonna eat it up. And you're like, wait a second, hold on.
Get the
You
potatoes.
spent
Get a
10K.
potato sack. Put
It,
some holes in it. Balenciaga.
it must be something. Niggas was walking around here with a fucked up shirt for at least like a good year or so, all only because Kanye made it. I'm just saying. If I felt like making a bag,
Fresh, I don't think niggas ready to hear that shit. Fresh.
if I'm feeling like making a bag, I could do the most egregious combination of things, and then just say I spent a lot of money on it, and trust me, someone gonna eat it up.
Balenciaga black shoes with the white substance on them. Like, come on, bro.
Honestly, I don't think niggas ready to hear that. As long as they favorite person or brand puts something out, they'll wear it regardless of how. I'm saying they're not ready. They're not ready for that conversation.
Niggas spent $60 for a shirt that's already worn, torn up, got all types of holes and distress in it.
60. I think you calling that light. You calling it light.
600.
Right.
You calling
It was definitely more than 60.
That shit
That
crazy.
600 for the Yeezy whole shirt.
I'm saying I specifically, I'm not gonna say that. I specifically remember a content creator wearing a specific holy shirt with the design on it by a specific brand that he said he spent $600 to $800 on. No, then hey, trust me, 60 is light.
Nigga. I said Balenciaga. I'm saying Balenciaga because it's the most egregious because they had a pair of black shoes with white substance like drip all over it for like $1,000 pair of shoes for that shoe. For that shoe, no.
I'm just saying, hey. But yeah, there are different aspects to where things can teach you stuff, and whatnot. I generally don't have any other video game ideas that's coming to mind currently that is also educational.
It's
Anybody
not that. I
else?
would say not that many. Nah.
Yeah.
I think I said the 3 to 4. I was gonna say.
The ones I was gonna say they're not very educational, but they did teach me some things.
I don't know if people would agree, but I don't know about it being, learning the best things in life, but I find the GTA series very educational.
See, I was gonna say that it was gonna be GTA and Saints Row. No, I said they did. It's not educational that they taught me. But I learned
Well,
I about to say, it just says to that. I mean, the topic really was to teach you something unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah.
if
you
we
know,
if we really want to be fair, GTA taught me about gang life. Taught me about multiple automatic weapons that may and or may not, depending on who's watching. Hands up, could be legal. Taught me about ladies of the night who may or may not need money for financial living and offering up
Yeah.
other means. of receiving
Hey,
said money. It taught me a
Hey,
lot of things.
hey, it
Granted,
taught me that cops can be dirty too.
taught me how to maneuver through certain acts through certain situations that I may have been placed on by accident. You know what I'm saying? It taught me how to maneuver through some of them. Know?
Yeah.
It taught me that my friends and the police can't fuck me over. You know what I'm saying? Saying a shout out to San
Yeah.
Andreas.
you know, it taught me a lot. If we also want to talk about Deus Ex Machina, you know, it
I
taught
I
me
never played.
about you know, sometimes you gotta smooth talk your way out of situations. You know, you gotta work on you gotta be a quick thinker. You gotta know the right things to say to the right people to get into the right places. Woo up the band. Because trust me, my first playthrough of Deus Ex Machina back on the PlayStation 3, there was one mission you had to do to where you had to get into a police building and get files or whatnot. I fucked that up totally. I had to shoot out. I had to have a whole shootout with the whole police station. Not gonna lie, wasn't fun. Did it the second time around. You know, I said the right things. I was like, oh shit, kind of worked for me. And then I just walked through that bitch like it was a regular Tuesday. Rose from Twitch that said Eldering taught me patience and consistency.
Mm.
Well, I'm glad it taught you that because most definitely it teach most niggas in this VC that.
Not at
Just
all. Patience, not at all.
Saints Row did teach me a lot of things, such as how insurance people may commit some type of fraud, per se.
Hmm.
Per se, not saying that they do, but Saints Row did teach me that. And, you know, how to gain scratch after your game has been wiped out. How to recruit people, how to be, insightful. Like that's what you do. That's what.
I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying? Is that something that you may need advice for in the future? Just curious.
You're
Just
right.
curious.
Right.
Hey, I need some friends.
Hey, I ain't telling you to tell on yourself. I'm just asking a question.
I said, if I have not never done that, but if I need to, know how to, be friendly, make friends, and go whoop somebody ass, maybe. Never know.
tragic. Let me see. What else is there? What else is there? I ain't gonna lie. Splinter Cell taught me how to be a stealthy nigga sometime. Granted, do I like stealth? Most definitely not. But
I
taught
love
me
it.
how to be how to calculate some form of movements. You know, kind of nice when it comes to planning out things. I'm not the best strategist, but hey, I can strategize if I need to.
Hey, low key,
Hey,
you kind of spin with that right there. Cause low key,
I was gonna say,
Splinter Cell is the first sneak spy is like spy sneak game that I ever played. I played that when I was like five,
I
six.
was gonna, I
Nigga
was gonna
said
say that
that
one.
taught me there was a lot more to got you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different ways to solve a situation. You know what I'm saying?
But
Being calm and tactical, you know what I'm saying, can take you a long way. You know what I'm saying?
speaking of that, Hitman and Snake, Hitman and Solid Gear. You have to Hitman to solve different problems. You got a problem. There's certain ways you have to go about it. There's an aggressive way, but there's a smooth way. So a lot of people like to choose that aggressive way when they playing Hitman. And then Snake, like you said, they're stealthy. Hey, I learned through Snake how to be. I learned how to hide in plain sight, aka, I'm not saying I use a box to hide, but I know how to hide in plain sight. You know what I'm saying? Solid Gear Snake taught me that. It might not be a box, but you will not see Random Hero, but Random Hero will see you. Shout out to Solid Gear Snake.
Granted, I haven't, but I've seen enough people do it. You know, shout out to the Pokemon Nuzlockers out there. You know, compassion, you know, empathy and whatnot. I know that shit be hurting when y'all hear fucking when y'all hear Pokemon die. Boy, I know that shit hurt.
I'm not gonna
To
rub
build a
the
bond
salt
with it just
in
for
this,
it to
but
die off of circumstances. I know that
Man,
hey,
shit painful.
No,
RIP my
nigga,
I
axe, yo.
seen Free go
worst
through.
thing
I
is
seen Free go through.
All right.
worst thing is to train a nigga to get him caught up to everybody else level wise and lose that nigga within the next 4 fights, nigga. That's what hurts.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
hurts. Spending time leveling that nigga up for that nigga to die in 4 fights, nigga. That hurt. Goddamn right, that hurt.
Yo, RIP, my axe, you, my done sparse. You know, I like, bro.
what the hell that Pokemon was doing with that move. He wasn't supposed to have that one. He wasn't supposed to have that one, Jesus.
It's getting set up for the Okido. Back to games like The Walking Dead and The Last of Us, but it teaches you to prepare your kids for anything because you never know what could happen. In this day and age, at this point, I just need the world to be Newton. We just do a smooth reset. I'll meet y'all niggas in the next life because this shit is trash. I ain't gonna lie. I need a smooth reset. I will meet y'all niggas in the next life. Hopefully a little bit sooner than later. But this shit here is diabolical. I ain't gonna lie. I worked my ass off to get to a lot of points just for life to say, hey, guess what? Remember when you said that you wanted to be a wealthy nigga? Fuck that. If you making 7 digits by the time you 31, nigga, you're broke.
Bro, nigga.
I don't want to go back to school to do all this though, cause that's more debt. What are we talking about? America, you in debt yourself. Why are you mad at me if I'm late a day for a bill, but y'all been late to pay back these trillions of dollars to whoever you need to pay it back to?
Hey, Fresh, that's one of them questions that the FBI come kidnap you for, bro. Don't even ask that. You know what I'm saying? You spitting right now. You shouldn't even ask that question. One of them questions that make too much sense, nigga. One of them make too much goddamn sense. Fuck you mad at me for what you calling me? Why you calling me every day? Sean ain't calling you every day. Sean ain't calling us every day. What you calling me every day for? Come on. What you calling me every day for? Sean ain't calling you every day. Leave me alone.
They coming to your house right now. Hey, if I get snatched up, if for some odd reason this camera turned off midway in the stream, man, just know it's been nice knowing y'all because I ain't coming back.
Bro. Niggas right now. Ain't no way y'all calling me as much as trying to call y'all, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Shit, trash shit. I ain't gonna lie. This shit ass.
You know what I'm saying? I'll get. You know what I'm saying? Take me to where it's technology, but it's primitive using bow and arrows and swords and shit. Where's that? Can I get technology, but we still primitive enough to use bow and arrows and swords? Can I get that life, please?
Hell no, because it's still gonna cause issues some way, shape, or form.
Still
gonna be some bullshit. Niggas gonna have to start. Niggas gonna start taxing us just to bring sticks in. Fuck that. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck this whole living on Earth shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of living. I'm gonna keep it to be. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of waking up. Tired of going to work.
Live off the grid. When niggas live off the grid, I get it. When nobody can find you and you just doing your own thing, I get it.
That's my dream, bro. To live off the grid. That's my dream, bro.
I understand. I never understood it at first. As I got older, high 20s to 30, I get it. Off the grid seems so much more peaceful.
This shit tragic. This shit ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Hey, just know they just tuned in right now, Fresh. So we gotta keep it clean. They just tuned in.
Man, fuck all that. We got 100 billion issues going on in the world, and you know what niggas is doing? Get mad because over dating and relationships. I don't give a damn. That ain't got shit to do with me about why y'all niggas is miserable. I'm trying to figure out why taxes keep increasing almost every single day and every minute. Realize to get a new phone is damn near paying rent. Why am I paying my rent money on a new device?
Talk about it. Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things wrong. There's a lot of things. Why did I see recently that there was an ignorant woman for men eating cereal? What the hell, bitch? I can't enjoy my cereal.
We worried about the wrong things in life.
I can't eat cereal. That's insane.
We worried about the wrong fucking thing.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. This world is crazy, but that's why gaming and anime is here, bro. Because it makes it tolerable. Bro.
Thanks.
And manga. Shout out to manga, anime, and gaming. It makes it tolerable, bro.
Matter of fact, let me be the president. Shoot, I'm lowering taxes. God damn it, everything getting lowered. For at least a good little minute, we gonna see how it works out. See if morale gets boosted back up. If people want to have kids and get married and shit like that, because this shit's ghetto. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh no, the Hazy Flame government. Everybody gonna like the Hazy Flame government.
If they don't, I'm just blow up their house. Plain and simple. Hey, you said you don't like our ruling. Hey, you could be homeless, fuck nigga. No.
We gonna have Dolphy running. Have
Yeah,
Dolphy
now
running the country.
bet you like the ruins now, huh?
I
We
think
gonna have Dolphy
I,
running the president.
I'm not sure for I'm not sure if
Nigga,
it's
I'll be
progressing anymore.
nigga,
I'm not sure if it's progressing.
I'll be worse than Duffy. I ain't gonna lie. Don't ever let me in charge of a country, cause
You gonna be worse than Dolphy?
what you mean you complaining about that you not eating enough? Lose some fucking weight, you fat. I'll go off the hinges.
Yeah.
You say
No.
you be worse than Dolphy is crazy.
What,
Dog.
Hey,
That's
what,
hey,
crazy.
hey, hey,
what
hey,
you
hey,
mean you
hey,
mad that the
hey.
chocolate chip cookies only got 8 chocolate chips and you wanted 9? Nigga, you gonna go on somewhere? You know, matter of fact,
But they couldn't be mad. They said you would lower
hey, baby
taxes too,
5,
though.
light that nigga's house up. Make
Hey,
sure.
but you did say you would lower taxes, so it's a trade off. It's a trade off. You get your
But you
taxes
know,
lowered, but
but you
then you
know
say some
people
fuck
still
shit, your
gonna
house
find
get blown up. I mean, it's a trade off. It's a trade.
that boy's
Cause,
gonna be
cause
have citizens, not just the business.
I wish a nigga would come complain fresh. You know, I appreciate you lowering taxes and everything, but you know when I went to go get some Chip Ahoy's, you know it said that there was 24 in the pack, but there was 25. Nigga, you complain about the extra cookie? Matter of fact, take take this nigga car.
Oh,
He gotta walk
bruh.
everywhere now since he want to
Mighty,
complain. Burn off some extra calories, nigga.
Mighty clean that nigga. Hey,
Hey,
send him to my
I'll
way.
be
I'm mighty
happy as
clean.
hell if I get an extra cookie.
Who who
Shit.
Right, don't think about
who
you.
was the chick that turned people into puppets? Plum or was it Sugar? I can't remember the name
I
precisely.
think it was.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
sugar did. She thought people in the toys. Yep.
Yeah, Sugar. Hey, make that nigga a doll. Since he want to complain so fucking much, complain about your child spending more time with you, nigga. They just don't know
I ain't
it's
gonna,
you.
Jesus.
I ain't gonna lie. If Duff Flamingo wasn't committing heinous crimes, you know what I'm saying? His shit of just turning people that was talking too much into toys wasn't a bad idea. Turning fuck niggas into toys was not a bad idea. Not gonna lie to you. He was on to something right there. I don't care what nobody say. He was on to something.
Niggas better not complaining to me about nothing positive that I do. Cause I'm gonna show you what negativity looks like.
He was on to something.
Nigga, you're homeless now. You ain't got no car. You ain't got no place to stay. You better hope your grandma isn't locked up. I'm taking her house too. Your whole lineage is homeless. That's your start to life. Build it up from the bottom.
So we would try to leverage the punish out from such extreme punishment.
We would not. I wouldn't.
The rest of the Hazy Flame would
you
try to counsel him into less extreme action. We would try at least counsel him in extreme action.
Things that are going to be punishable. Horrible anime takes. Getting punished. Complaining about unnecessary
I don't know
things,
about that.
getting punished. Doing women wrong, getting punished. Doing men wrong, getting punished. If you say anything in regards to why black men date white women, mind your business. You're getting punished. Why black women date white men? You're getting punished.
Mind your business.
Hey, they coming to see me in Zoro when they gonna try to get punishment.
I ain't gonna lie. And the bad anime takes get a special punishment. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that get a special punishment.
Bad anime.
I ain't gonna say it's lobotomy or anything, but that is a special punishment for y'all bad anime take people.
Stop being weird to women.
They getting the whole crew. I ain't gonna lie to you. The whole crew gonna get in on that one.
We definitely got the anime takes for we got the punishment for the anime takes.
If you went on any podcast interview, street interview, public interview, whatnot, and niggas asked you what the age of consent is, and you went think anything lower than 18, anything lower than 21, damn near, you're living in the ocean.
If you from the U.S. and you bring up another country, you automatically in the ocean. You automatically, nigga, bring up another country. I dare you to bring up another country.
I double dare you to say France.
You feel me? New York is not even a real place, bruh.
If you 16, you say you're freshly dating a 18-year-old or within that scope of 18 and 20, you and her or you and him both going into the ocean. At this point, hey, you know what? I can solve a lot of people's problems. America will be the best place on earth.
Hey.
Give me a good month. I promise you, the population will get cut.
See, and what he said, and people try to say Light was in the wrong. Not some of us. Not some of us.
Light did
Not
my
some of us.
Light didn't
Not
do
some of us.
anything wrong. It was the matter of the cops wanted to be involved. If the cops minded their business, I promise you, things wouldn't have turned out the
Hey,
way it did.
Sound like Light was clean. Hey, Light was cleaning the world of the diseases.
I was saying, I'm one of the
Right.
people that think the first 25 episodes of Death Note Light did absolutely nothing wrong. First 25 episodes, he did nothing wrong. I don't care what nobody say. First 25 episodes, he did nothing wrong.
They should have minded their fucking business. Now look, you getting everybody packed up. But yeah, that's generally it. Let's get through these closer remarks before I go on another tangent and rant about how I want to pat people up for the stupid decisions they made in their lives. And now I gotta deal with it. I ain't gonna lie. Every ancestor in the back who did some fuck shit. Now I gotta deal with it. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to pay all this money. I didn't ask to answer for most of my paycheck to go to a place over my head. I don't even feel like leaving my house. Why is Florida so expensive? But that's not the point. Getting off for Surf Free with a good old closer remark.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody came through for the podcast. Everybody listened to the audio or clicked on the video through the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Sending good vibes and positivity everybody's way. End of the week, start to a new week. If you ain't tapped in already, hey, So Fresh Prince on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. Slick_freaking, that's with 2 C's. Like the game say, Chanel bag. You know what I'm saying?
Chanel.
Drop the stacks forward with his unique spelling. You know what I'm saying?
Drop the stacks. STAXZ with the phone.
Unique, that's like I said, unique spelling. You know what I'm saying? Mal the dad. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise known as other before, now the kid, you know what I'm saying? Tap in. You know what I'm saying? Velly Honcho. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't heard it, if I ain't said it 47 times, if I ain't said it 46, 47 times, if I ain't said it again, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's favorite tool. Go help your ears a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, go give somebody else a compliment in the world. You know what I'm saying? You never know what somebody, you never know what somebody going through. That one compliment can make somebody's day or probably save somebody's life. Make somebody feel good. That's your boy Freak.
Shout out to Freak.
Yes, sir.
Oh, drop. Closure remark.
You feel me? It's been a wonderful, wonderful podcast. On me. You know, let us know in the comments what y'all think. Feel me? Hope everybody have a good day. Morning, afternoon, what are we having? See ya.
Especially if you got input on the educational games, you know what I'm saying? Please leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? We were struggling. We said we named a lot, but y'all got some. He doesn't know.
Speaking of which, Sutton, if a nigga asks you a basic math question, you can't get it wrong. You most definitely deserve to be homeless. Fuck out my face. Mal.
I'm an engineer major. I take care of that person. I got a minor in math, so I'm gonna take care of that.
Mal, close your remark if you're there. 5.
Great episode. Shout out Caspa. Wait, what happened?
Nothing.
Drop being drop.
Drop being drop.
Drop being a dumbass. Got you. Okay.
He's playing Fortnite.
Moving on. Shout out Casper for showing up. It's always great to have you in the call with us. Great for the podcast. Great conversations. I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Indeed.
Right quick, before you get into Hero, like you were saying about getting easy ass math, getting math questions wrong. I saw a video that a nigga was asked if I gave you 50, 20, if I gave you $50, $20 bills, how much money would I have, nigga? That video was 1 minute and 13 seconds long, and that nigga was wrong the entire video and ended the video wrong. That's crazy. That's crazy. Having 73 seconds to answer a question like that and get it wrong, it's crazy. I'm gonna stop right there. My bad. I just have to say that. That's crazy.
I feel like that should be like, even if you can't do 50 times 20, right? 5 times 10 is 50, so you just bring that down real quick. 20 times 5, 100. 10 times 100, 1,000. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm just a genius.
New York education, by the way, for niggas that be talking about it. That's New York education.
On me. And that was for the dumb motherfuckers that can't do 50 times 20. that was for the dumb motherfuckers.
Tragic. Kiro, close your remark.
Great pod for the user, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my G Squad member. Yes, she is a Gen U4 squad member. He's not a captain, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Casper for coming through. You know, Cat, you might catch me and Casper at DreamCon, you know, random hero Casper, y'all can meet us there. You know, tickets they did have a drop today.
Got my
If y'all
ticket
didn't know.
already. Just saying.
I'll see y'all can meet Casper, you can meet us, you know what I'm saying? You gonna see us at DreamCon. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to the other member, Baby Honcho. He got a new song on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, called Dirty Mac, and go listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to that. Shout out to all the homies. And remember, like the survey says, another one for the Hazy guys.
Hey, shout out to Hero. And then our special guest, good old Caspa, the black man named Caspa. Caspa the BlkCaspa.
All right.
The friendly black
Thank
ghost.
you. Yeah. Sometimes I don't like everybody, but let's see. Yeah, appreciate y'all for having me, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Free. Shout out to Prince. Shout out to Drop. Mal. Shout out to Hero. Shout out to Veli. You know, shout out all Hazy Flame. This was a long time coming, beautiful experience. You know, I am very grateful. You know, I got to know all of you people for about 3 years now. That's a long ass time for me. I don't
Indeed.
like people, but yeah, you know, I'm I'm grateful. So, like Hero was saying, I will be at DreamCon, but I do be chilling. I don't be like unless I know you like that. So like, you can meet me, you cannot meet me. Keep on, keep on coming with the good shit. You know, this is an amazing podcast. You know, and it's I may be talking too much, and these guys they very humble, but I definitely see if I do say so myself, I this in my opinion, this is definitely like some RDC level shit going on right here. I know that's probably a big thing that I'm saying, but I definitely believe Hazy Flame is, you know, has that they have that about them. So thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all enjoy, let us know in the comments what you want to see. You want to see debates about some hot takes, kind of how we got off topic at the end right there. Throw some stuff in there. This is a not everybody thinks the same here, so it's very entertaining seeing people with different opinions. But that being said, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, no problem, gang. You're always free to come back. But that has been episode 47 of the Hazy Flame podcast. Also, I'm gonna try to make it out to DreamCon. Student loans have been paid off, things of that nature. Nigga is gonna be working out, so at least clothes fit him better the way it needs to be, and things like that.
Yes,
So
sir.
you
Yes,
may
sir.
or may not see me. It depends on how life goes, because life just likes to fuck me over whenever I want to do my plans and whatnot, and who up the band. But appreciate everybody for coming through, stopping by, and things like that. I gotta see if Angie's still trying to play Little Nightmares. So stream podcast wise is going to be over, but I may spark up again if me and Angie do play Little Nightmares 3. So if anybody does
Love
want to
you.
come back, cool. If not, it's okay. I mean, I'll just make videos about it and put it on the group channel, and all that good stuff. But yeah, make sure to support everybody. Make sure to follow Caspa on tonight, correct? On Instagram as BlkCaSpa.
BLKCASPA. Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, but before you keep going, Fred, hey, you know what I'm saying? So with DreamCon being in my hometown, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying. I might be a DreamCon myself as well. You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
Ooh, Hazy. Hey, the Hazy gang gonna be there, y'all. Hey, come see us.
Yes,
Indeed,
sir.
make sure to stop by, say hi, take pictures with us. Let us hype you up and whatnot, because we all big on hyping folks up upon their appearance, cosplay looks, and things like that. Who out the bam and all that good things. Yeah, but that is it. That's the end of the podcast. Appreciate everybody for coming through, stopping by, and things like that. Check out Freak. He's also currently streaming. Check out Drop. He streams here and there. Check out Mal. Just check him out. Check out Hero whenever he decides to stream, if he even decides to stream. If not, just cool it with us. Tournament for Sparking Zero. Still, the sign up is still up. Free money. I'm just saying, you win, you get free money. Why not? And
All
all
right, all
that
right,
good
all right. Hold
stuff.
on, hold on. Let me. All right, all right. So let's I'm gonna add. I know it's supposed to be like 50, but I'm gonna add 50, so it's $100 for whoever wins.
Ooh, hey, y'all hear that? Hey,
No,
he doubled it. He did
Hey, y'all
double
boy. Hey,
it.
hey, your boy better lock in. Your
not
boy
the
better
Hey, he
lock
did
in.
double
not the
it.
pot got higher.
He did
Hey,
double
but
it.
anybody who is interested, the sign up sheet is in the good old Discord. If you do need it though, you can message me and things like that, and I will send it to you. Or I'll make a command for it
Also,
eventually.
I said if they want to get it a different way, I have it in my bio in my Instagram. My Instagram is SR underscore Nara 23. That is SR underscore A not A NARA 23. You'll understand why I have that name for my Instagram, but it has the link for the sign up for there in my bio. So if y'all want to do that, go hit that up.
I'm
Spark it
saying,
up,
I'm saying.
Rose. I gotta wait for her for the twin to get home. She's out doing stuff.
If you know what I'm saying, make hey, like you know, to make sure you get in that Discord to do about that. You know what I'm saying? If
Hey,
you trying to get in that Discord during the day, make sure you stop by Fresh Stream. Saying if you're trying to join Discord at night, I'm the late night. If you're a late night out, you get off work late. You know what I'm saying? Trying to join Discord, I'll be streaming late at night.
yep,
Indeed.
yep, yep.
But that is all. I may be back. Possibly. Twin said that she's gonna finish up everything. Shout out to Angie's name right there.
Oh,
Boom. So we'll be playing Little Nightmares 3. In case you missed the stream wise, I will be also making videos on it and putting it up on the group YouTube channel and things like that. It should be interesting. First actual game that me and Ann just played that isn't consistent of me dying by her, hopefully. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for coming through, stopping by. Also, to add more into my ruling, if you say you dislike black women for any given reason that I find stupid enough, guess what? You're getting thrown in the ocean. Yes, sir. Listen to this lo-fi music as I rate out. Nah, blow up niggas' houses, country, all that. Hey, fuck you.